Big Cat TV, Pastor Andy, reacting with you along with my sidekick, the kitty cat himself. He talks.
Big Cat.
He walks. He rides boats.
Oh, yeah.
He sends texts. He's single. Likes to mingle. And we got Dirk on the tech booth, and it's Halloween, a Halloween edition of Pastor Reacts. Because we've got Slipknot / Friday the 13th / whatever this album cover is. I'm going to tell you what. What did you buy that? You always buy all this weird music, and I guess a lot of you have requested this, so thanks for doing so. I don't know why that extra... well, anyway. What do you think? Should we run the song? What's it called?
The Devil and I.
He prayed for me before this. So here we go. Slipknot. Gee. The Devil and I.
Yeah.
So, as you guys know, this is, well, you may not know, but I'm always trying, this is my first time hearing the music, so I'm trying to figure out what's happening in the song, and I think I've got it. So if I don't, Kat will let me know here. But all right, so this to me speaks to a pattern of wrongs that one person in a relationship has done to the other, or perhaps it's a new relationship, and then basically this idea that if you really saw what was going on inside of me internally, you would see that not only am I in a fight externally with you, but I'm also in the middle of a fight with myself, represented by the dark side of me, the bad side, the evil side of me, the devil. Mm-hmm. So step inside and see the devil in I. And this is like the history of relationships, right? I mean, it's just getting it out there and saying, hey, if you really want to get close to me, I'm really sick. I'm really twisted up on the inside. I don't even like myself. Why don't you come inside and take a look at how rough it is in here if you think it's bad out there? Because half the stuff that I'm doing to you, I'm only doing half to you. The rest I'm doing to myself. I'm a mess.
Yeah.
Basically. All right, I think I got it. Understandable.
Under the world.
insatiate, never even bother. You and I on the right, traded love for the leverage. In between the lamps and lights, you're not what you seem. Step inside, see the devil at night. Too many times we live, don't tell me. See the devil at night.
See, I'm actually doing some I just got done with some pre-marriage counseling and headed toward a wedding. And you know, this is a whole different scenario when you've been with somebody for a really long time, especially if you've maybe grown up with them. You know, some people have, you know, had the same girlfriend since they were teenagers, girlfriend, boyfriend, and cycle after cycle. And then what's really scary is when you have that cycle going with, you know, maybe one person, and then you see it starting with that next person that you're involved with. And that is really, you know, that is really when it becomes troubling, because it's like, especially I'd say maybe in your 30s or 40s, people start to realize, like, oh, maybe it's not that other person. Maybe it's the things that are going on with me that are causing this perpetual cycle, and yet there's still a desire to connect and be in a relationship with someone. So what do you do with that? Well, I don't know how old these guys are in this band, but you know, when you have these just intense things, you maybe write a song about it. Maybe that's where you're the person who listens to the song about it, because you know, there's some kind of a level of victory that we feel in sharing, you know, in our pains and that sort of thing. So I can see how this resonates with somebody that's in a relationship, you know, not necessarily an external relationship, but maybe even a relationship with themselves, where they feel like they're just perpetually failing or out of control, whatever you want to say. And then I think it works well with the imagery of the album cover for this album, because it's this acknowledgement that death is very close by, you know. And also, you know, of course, skeleton, everything's exposed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's Halloween. So you might know where I'm going to go. Do you know? Do you think you have no idea?
I have no
Oh,
idea where we're going on this one.
You know, this is okay. So I got to be careful how I phrase this, but this is a battle that there's a book in the Bible called the Book of Romans, and it's a letter that this guy named Paul, who lived 2,000 years ago, wrote, and in this letter he says words to the effect of I hate what I do, the thing I don't want to do, that's the thing I keep on doing. What is it? Well, it's sin living inside of me. And to me, this is artistically represented in this song, but I don't know how the worldview of the artists impact what's happening in the song. So basically, to me, this is them saying, hey, look, this is who I am. Step inside, see how messed up I am. But you're also messed up too.
Right.
Okay, so that's an acknowledgement that we're both messed up. But I don't know if the message is you have to accept me as I am, or are we working together to try to resolve and get through this and fix things? Or is it just kind of an in-your-face, I'm never going to change, so deal with it?
I think it's the second one.
So it's an in-your-face, I'm never going to change, so deal with it. And, there are a lot of people, maybe... I don't know. I guess I would talk to somebody who's either end of that relationship. This is who I am, so deal with it. Really? Really? You can't change anything? You just want to hurt people? We see people do that all the time. And then if you're the person that's in that unhealthiness, that's not something that you really need to stay with. People can change. People do change. And there is healing and there is hope. And in that letter that was written, this guy Paul, he says, who's going to rescue me from this body of death? Well, look what we've got behind us, a skeleton, right? A visual representation that we're all in the process of dying, if you could think about it that way. And he says, thanks be to God through Christ Jesus my Lord. In other words, it's through Jesus Christ that we escape this cycle. So you say, what cycle? Well, this cycle. Well, how do we escape it? Well, he resolves things as we turn to him. So, little preachy. I know. That's okay.
It's all right.
You guys like that, I hope. So, please follow, like, subscribe, and we love having you as our friends here on YouTube. I have a lot of friends, Big Cat not so many, so it does help him to have you guys out there. And, some of us have friends in Hawaii and all over, but...
Yeah.
And they have boats and all that. But we'll be back real soon with more videos. And please hit that bell, which is the notification button, so that when a new video is uploaded, this is what Dirk tells me. I don't fully understand how this works, but Dirk, our tech guy, has told me that means that when a video is uploaded, then it dings something on your phone and you can watch it right away.
Yep.
So thanks, guys.
Thanks.